Social affiliation is a term coined by neuroscientists and is defined as a close interpersonal bond between two people, where a process or action is required to form a selective and enduring attachment between those people, and is linked back to pair bonding in infancy. Oxytocin, a chemical used to transmit signals across the human brain and bloodstream, is thought to underlie such social and affiliative pair bonding processes. It is well known that oxytocin facilitates mother-infant bonding by initiating the letdown of milk to instigate breastfeeding. More recently, however, oxytocin has been directly associated with the stress response in humans, where higher levels of oxytocin result in low levels of stress-related hormones in the blood. It's also been linked to reward pathways in the brain, leading to the idea that social interactions result in lower stress and higher reward. Oxytocin is known to be involved in maternal care across a wide variety of species. One particular behaviour is the increase in licking and grooming behaviour in maternal rats. In humans, high levels of oxytocin found in the blood of pregnant women is directly linked to postpartum levels of mother-infant bonding. Supporting this, high levels of neural activity in oxytocin-rich areas were found in breastfeeding mothers upon hearing their infants cry, which is something that was correlated with salival measures of oxytocin. Also, high levels of oxytocin in fathers increased rewarding play, alongside increasing oxytocin levels in their children. So the question to now ask is whether synchronous and affiliative parenting leads to better or more rewarding relationships in their child's later life, and whether the maintenance of high levels of oxytocin is the underlying neural mechanism for such attachment. To look at the relationship between parental care in infancy and the formation of friendships in later life, Gordon et al. Videotaped a child interacting with his parents and also his best friend, alongside measuring salival oxytocin levels before and after said interaction. And they found that those children that had better relationships with their parents had more rewarding friendships in later life, which was directly associated with levels of oxytocin. A link between romantic relationships and oxytocin has also been postulated, with the knowledge that the inability to maintain or initiate long-term romantic attachments leads to low mood and high stress, with the idea that this is to do with low levels of oxytocin in the brain. Couples who have been romantically involved for no more than 3 months show significantly higher levels of oxytocin than both single women and parents, showing a key role of oxytocin in the formation of social bonds. When we look at oxytocin-associated areas in the brain, we can see that those areas that are active for people in short-term relationships and long-term relationships overlap with areas that are active during maternal attachment. And one area involved in all 3 forms of attachment, called the ventral tegmental area, is an area directly linked with oxytocin and social reward. This paper reveals that early social bonds in infancy maintain a consistent underlying neural expression of oxytocin across multiple relationships, leading to better pair bonding and better relationships in later life. Confirming what Bowlby thought over 60 years ago, that it is in childhood that we learn to love.